The eyeball feature in a ThermoGrid seems pretty straightforward on a surface level, but once you dig into it a little bit, you'll find that there's a lot you can do with it that's a little less straightforward, and there's a lot of customization on how you want to present invoices to your customer. So first things first, with the eyeball, you see the eyeball or you see the eyeball crossed out. If the eyeball basically means that they will see it on the invoice. If we have the eyeball where it's not, we mean it's not visible. So one thing that kind of gets people a little bit is if I actually see this, and if I go over to my invoice, it's not hiding my things. That's because this is still essentially a technician view. This is still for the technicians to see and to know what's going to be on the invoice. Where we start to see the eyeball in use happens to be with our customer, where when we actually email them or print the invoice to them. And again, there's going to be a little bit more to this. So because if I click print right now, we'll actually be able to see two items. We'll be able to see the duct sanitization, which actually had the eyeball visible, but this one with the refrigerant, we actually had the eyeball crossed off on the previous screen, but there's going to be a reason for this. And of course, the refrigerant on the first screen is not showing now. So again, I mentioned that there's some rules to this. The reason the clean blower assembly is not showing up because it has a zero price. If it has a zero price and the eyeball is crossed out, it's never going to show. So you might be saying, all right, well, why is the refrigerant showing? It's the eyeballs crossed out. It's because there is a price. If the price was zero, this would not show here. So you might ask, okay, so how does the eyeball work, right? So part of this is going to have to do with our view at this point. So if we actually do a view, we do a summary view, which is a bulk view, you notice that the line items are going to be crossed out a little bit, and we have a different view that we're presenting to our customer. So the detail view still shows everything, but if we do the bulk view or the summary view, now if I click print, it's only going to show the one item, the duct sanitization. So to kind of do a really quick recap, if we use the eyeball, this is going to show. This will show in detail view, but not in bulk or summary view. And this, being a zero price item with the eyeball crossed out, will not show up on the detailed or the bulk summary view.